Some time ago, you made a very important initiative to prolong for 1 year the New START treaty with the United States. And in the West, that initiative is being silenced. And probably I'm overly optimistic, but let us hope that the common sense would prevail and that treaty would be prolonged, would be extended 1 year, and your initiative would be adopted. But what's next? Will there would be an aim to prolong that treaty once again, or this is the last valid treaty and we have to have another treaty in a more complex consideration, bearing in mind other poles?
Konstantin, it's hard for me to say what will happen because it not just depends on us. But if the US administration responds to our proposal, what will happen in a year, I can foresee. But what happens beyond that, it's hard to tell. The dialogue is not a simple one. And we know the underlying rocks of it. We have new modernized weapon systems. Just look at Oreshnik. Just quite recently, we've shown that these types of arms are not strategic. But apparently, certain US experts are saying, no, this is a strategic kind of arms. They need to figure it out because that requires time. We have hypersonic arms, daggers. And the intercontinental range arms avant-garde. We could get new systems. We haven't forgotten anything from what we've planned. The work goes on. There will be results. That is the first part. The second part is the tactic nuclear arms. They mentioned strategic, but the tactical, it's a lot more powerful than what the US dropped on Japan, on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. This is a lot more powerful. It's tactical. Of course, there are still underlying issues here. We're not placing it anywhere aside from Belarus. But the US are all over the world, in Europe and Turkey. But we have more of it. So this has to be figured out. There are a lot of things left to figure out. If we know that there are people in the US who say that they don't need any kind of governance, neither do we. Overall, we're okay. We are sure of our nuclear shield. We know what we need to do tomorrow and after that. But there is also an international aspect. Please convince China to join the system of the limitation of strategic arms. Whoever wants China to join it, please feel free to negotiate with them. If we need to involve China in it, why are we leaving the French and the UK nuclear potential behind? They're the NATO members, by the way. They want to provide their nuclear umbrella for the whole Europe. So there are a lot of complicated details that need a detailed look. If they want to maintain their status quo for a year, we're ready and we're willing. If not, okay. We have a parity, so the US have more submarines, but the nuclear charge on those submarines is more or less the same. They have more nuclear submarines, we have less of those. of strategic importance. We have more targeted. And they also play a serious role in the overall score. We have also the rocket troops of strategic importance. And everyone understands who they are. So we're okay in the sense that our modernized level is higher than any other nuclear country in the world. And we have put a lot of work in it. It was intensive. So the level of modernity is especially high. We have strategic troops. We're ready to take a pause, to take a break, together with our US colleagues, to work in that area, if there is any sense to that. If it's unnecessary, then no. But that is, when it comes to deterrence, the strategic.
What about nuclear tests? Is it time?
We know that someone is ready for these nuclear tests, and if they're ready to do it, we will follow suit.